It's finished. BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, took action as the community discussed when the SEC would back off and discussed when Ripple would next appear in court. A new file has been carefully, methodically, and silently leaked online, hidden deep within legal databases obscure and only discovered by financial investigators and blockchain insiders. It's not a test or a thought experiment. Rather, it unveils a new trusty shares XRP trust. It is structured just like BlackRock's Bitcoin Spot ETF, which attracted billions of dollars in inflows within weeks of approval. This time, however, XRP is the target rather than Bitcoin. And study of that leaked document opens this video. The pages are shown on the screen with the explicit designation BlackRock Advisors LLC, organized as a statutory trust, and named as the underlying custodian by Coinbase Custody or a comparable name. For institutions and conventional investors, the trust is framed in legalese as an investment vehicle. This is significant because it avoids cryptocurrency exchanges, requires no wallet, and eliminates the need to handle cryptocurrency. All you have to do is check a box in your retirement account. You hold XRP through the world's biggest asset manager, which is fully regulated and compliant. However, why XRP? Why now? We will examine that question next. XRP has endured a lot of hardship. Its price suffered, its adoption in the US was hindered, and it was delisted by major exchanges as a result of the CC action. XRP was the crypto industry's black sheep for years. Behind the scenes, however, Ripple kept inking agreements with remittance providers, banks, and central banks. Its use case, cheap, quick, and cross-border payments, has remained constant. And the way opened once again when Ripple won a partial court victory and ruled that XRP was not a security for retail sales. BlackRock noticed what few others sought: a digital asset with no present exposure to ETF markets, worldwide infrastructure, and clear legal status. We next go on to comparison. What transpired after Bitcoin was approved as an ETF? In the first 60 days, 12 billion entered the market. Dominance increased, Bitcoin recovered, and Wall Street's attitude toward cryptocurrencies changed. Bitcoin suddenly stopped being a joke and became a commodity, an asset class, and a significant component of portfolios. Now picture same energy being focused on XRP, which is worth less than $1 and has a much lower supply in circulation. Okay, let's do some crude calculations. Given that BlackRock oversees more than $2 trillion in discretionary assets, a just 1% investment in the iShares XRP trust would amount to an astounding $20 billion. This type of capital inflow would result in some rather severe scarcity, given that the effective quantity of XRP is less than 50 billion coins, and that amount is considerably lower when illiquid or escrowed tokens are taken into consideration. Let's now investigate the possible impact on price. We have three models here, ranging from conservative to aggressive, based on past ETF-driven inflows. According to our lowest estimate, XRP might reach 25 with a 20 billion inflow. Assuming cumulative demand from retail and other institutions, XRP might hit 120 in the mid-tier model. Additionally, under the aggressive scenario when global institutions, retail FOMO, and several ETFs converge, XRP may surpass a 518 to 24 months. I want to portray this as an unparalleled supply-demand situation, but I'm not making any promises here. It's about the numbers, not the hoopla. Let's go on to some blockchain statistics to bolster this idea. Several dormant wallets are waking up, according to Well Alert, and some of them are transferring hundreds of millions of XRP off exchanges. Coins have been steadily piling up in institutional wallets and being moved to cold storage. These changes are similar to what was observed prior to the adoption of Bitcoin ETFs. In the shadows, strategic accumulation occurs far before retail discovery. Here is a graphic timeline that correlates important events around the leaked filing with wallet activity, implying some insider placement or foresight. Additionally, viewers can examine transaction IDs and Etherscan style data to confirm for themselves if they are interested. The ripple effect is now examined in the script, pun intended. The floodgates truly open if XRP emerges as the second major cryptocurrency with an officially recognized exchange-traded product. Previously prohibited by rule, pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, endowments, and family offices can now participate in the market. This is no longer about crypto bros. Retirement funds are at issue here. It has to do with countries. For long-term positioning, macro liquidity is poured into digital assets. And to be honest, this significantly alters XRP's public perception. From lawsuits full of false information to Wall Street adoption, from delistings to international access. The store of value has always been Bitcoin. The tech play was Ethereum, but XRP, the banking rail, is that. Additionally, it turns into a synthetic stablecoin infrastructure with institutional packaging. Globally liquid and completely compatible. It's possible that the SEC lost more than they thought. This document demonstrates that there is no turning back. Let's now discuss the skepticism. Is the document that was released authentic? Is this only an attempt to manipulate the market? Let's now examine how comparable ETF filings are structured, filed, and timestamped. The XRP Trust filing and the iShares Bitcoin Trust filing have the same language and structure when compared side by side. To be honest, the asset itself is the only variable. In addition, Bloomberg terminals detected metadata markers associated with the XRP Trust. implying that the commodity is now being indexed by financial databases as well. The warning follows. For the time being, XRP remains below 1. However, it's over once this filing reaches the mainstream media, specifically CNBC, Bloomberg, and Forbes. The time frame for purchasing XRP for less than 10 will be measured in hours rather than weeks or days. Take a look at past cycles of news about Bitcoin ETFs. This is similar to how prices might fluctuate from 40% to 80% in a single day due to a single tweet or permission leak. What is the product's launch date? Demand will be unrelenting, programmatic, and automated. The video cuts to a scene that reveals what will happen next. Price soars, regulators shift from suppression to integration, and XRP gains access to ETFs. As settlement infrastructure, banks start onboarding XRP. The XP ledger is where Layer 2 projects appear. Tokenization, smart contracts, and CBDC integration speed up the process. Suddenly, XRP is the cornerstone of compliant global defiance and more than just a payment coin. Being early to a tectonic shift is more important than simply generating money. Once disregarded and abused, XRP is now being given a place at the top of the table as the financial world is being rewritten in real time. When you purchased XRP, they chuckled. Who is laughing at 500? Let's find out. Investigate on your own. Check the paperwork and take quick action if you're prepared. Please keep in mind that I do not hold a financial advisor license. These videos' content is solely intended for viewing enjoyment. Before making any financial decisions, I always advise viewers to do their own research and speak with experts. Many thanks for listening. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Additionally, to be the first to know when I post new stuff, make sure you enable the alerts. I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Be careful.